Welcome everybody to another episode of Buzz Madrid's match review, and today we're going to be reviewing Real Madrid versus Brest for the final match day of the new Champions League phase. I don't even know, man. It was so hectic last night. 18 games were played at the same time. 18 games. Anyone who was betting and made money, fair play, because I think yesterday was the most unpredictable day that we've had. So many teams that you would expect to win or draw. I don't even know. A lot of teams drop points. Let's just get straight into the table. So this was the table before the game. Obviously, most of us know it. And this is the table after. Yeah. Let's just look at how many changes there are in places, right? Milan were 6th. They dropped to 13. Madrid were 16th. Went up to 11th. Dortmund were 14th. Went up to 10th. Lille were 12th. They went up to 7th. The top the top 5 stayed the same, but the rest up and down, everyone up and down. Man City managed to clutch it up. They weren't in before, now they are, which we're definitely going to talk about, so let's get straight into it. We are now in the playoffs, right? As of recording, this is Thursday night. So tomorrow there will be the Champions League knockout playoff draw, which is what they're calling it. But so Real Madrid will play either Celtic or Man City. Huge games. So one of Real Madrid, Bayern, or Man City will no longer be in the Champions League. 3 European giants will no longer be in the Champions League come, I don't even know when these games are going to get played, but come round of 16. One of these 3 teams aren't going to be there. And to me, that's crazy. These are teams you expect to at least make the semifinals, maybe even the finals every year. The only time Man City hasn't made the final was when Real Madrid beat them. And when Real Madrid beat them, we made it to the final and won the Champions League. So it's insane. It's insane. Bayern Munich as well. When was the last time we saw Bayern Munich not make it past the quarterfinals? Minimum to the quarterfinals. You don't see it. Celtic are a newer team. Celtic, if they get if they get Bayern, I think, I'm not convinced with company at Bayern. I'm not convinced with the system he plays. So, home and away, you never know what could happen. Of course, whoever Real Madrid play the second leg will be in the Bernabeu, which is very important because we know what Real Madrid are like in the second leg at home in the UCL. We know what we're like, right? This is history. This is history, right? So yeah, this is insane. Who knows what will happen come tomorrow. But whatever does happen, I know every Real Madrid fan, we're all going to be watching the game, and we're all going to be, our heart is going to be in our stomachs. It's going to be so bad. But yeah, let's move on. So moving on, this is the bracket sort of. Real Madrid are here. This is the worrying part, I guess. So I don't know if this is on UEFA's official site, but I don't actually know how it's going to be, because obviously you can see here Real Madrid, Bayern are here, Real Madrid, Bayern are here as well. So I don't know what side we're going to be on, what side Barca, Liverpool are going to be on, what side Villa, Lille are going to be on. So we don't know the details as quite, but what we do know is that whatever happens until we get to the semi-final, this, let me sort of draw a line here. This bottom half, if this bracket is correct, no matter what happens, this bottom half will be the teams that we will play this Champions League campaign if we make it to the semi-final. And looking at them, I mean, Celtic we can beat Celtic. Feyenoord, Juve, Milan, PSV. I know we did lose to Milan this season, but I think we can beat most of those teams. Atleti, we're going to have to wait for February 9th to see what happens in that game. Because that right there is what I call a season decider. Because if we beat Atletico Madrid, I mean, I'm pretty confident we'll win the league, right? There's still opportunity where we drop points, but I'll be pretty confident that we win the league if we beat Atleti. Leverkusen, now that's a wild card because honestly, I don't know. Real Madrid haven't played Bayer Leverkusen probably since, that Zidane final, right? I mean, when was the last time? Let's check this out. All right, so I just checked. The last time we played Bayer Leverkusen, we played them after the final, in the 2004-2005 season, where we lost 3-0 and then drew 1-1 to them, right? So, obviously, I mean, there's no one player, obviously, that plays. I mean, back then, Xabi Alonso won the Champions League the season after that. So it's like, it's crazy. So obviously we don't know. I mean, I've been watching Leverkusen this season because I really, really, really like Flo Wirtz. So I do watch Leverkusen here and there. But yeah, Arsenal. Inter could be tough. Arsenal, I hate Arsenal so much. I mean, we're gonna fly through that Arsenal team. They have no attacking threat. Saka's injured. Odegaard seems like he can't string two passes together. I'm not scared of Kai Havertz. I don't think anyone should be. Martinelli, I'm not scared of. I mean, there's no really threat except their defense, right? I think their defense is very solid. Of course, Gabriel and Saliba, although they do have a lot of injuries this season, kind of like us. Raya, I mean, he's an average goalkeeper. I don't see him as a world-class, top 5 goalkeeper in the world. I guess corner threats, Real Madrid, we're not too good on the set pieces when it comes to defensively. We have I don't want to say small. I mean, yeah, we do have a pretty small team. I would say. We don't have any, threats. We don't have any real threats. But it is what it is. I think we beat Arsenal anyway. So I genuinely think we beat every team here. Yeah, I do think we beat every single team in this bracket. So I think we have a possibility of making it to the final once again, but it all depends on this top half and what happens, because Liverpool and Barca, those are the two real threats, let's be honest. Now, what I don't know is if, say, Liverpool are on this side, Barca on this side, I would prefer to be on Barca's side, because I think although we could say Champions League final heritage, we beat Barca, we lost to them in the Supercopa de España, and Liverpool, I mean, we've beat them 2 times in the past 7 years in the Champions League final, so I'm not too worried about that. But I mean, yeah, let's move on to match ratings and let's discuss it. So all in all, I think man of the match for me was Jude Bellingham. I think this is one of those games where he really shows people what it means to be a box-to-box. He made one tackle. I think it was after Rodrigo's second goal, where he literally ran from their 18-yard box to our 18-yard box and made a tackle. And I just think that's people who say, oh, he's a striker, he's not He's not an 8. He's not a whatever. He's not a 10. Whatever people think he is. You're just wrong. Like, that's all I have to say to you. You're wrong. He is all those things. He is a 10. He's a 6. He's an 8. He is the perfect midfielder. He's the most complete player, player in the entire world. And I'm willing to say over the past 4 or 5 years, he's probably the most complete player in the world. And second to that is probably Valverde. Realistically, it's like that. Like, we have two of the best midfielders in the world, in my opinion. Pedri is obviously up there as well. But I mean, yeah. There isn't really a lot of other people I want to talk about on our team. Brahim Diaz, I want to talk about for a second. I don't understand Ancelotti and why he refuses to start Arda, and why he consistently starts Brahim over Arda when Vinny's out, Rodrigo's out, Mbappe, whoever's out. I understand he has that defensive, he tracks back a lot and he has that defensive ability, but I think not starting Arda and losing that creative ability in the final third, that final pass into Mbappe, into Jude, into Rodrigo, into Vinny, whoever it is, that final pass, that's what he lacks, I feel. His ball control's Brahim is an unbelievable player, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to shit on Brahim. He's an amazing player, but I just think Arda is more suited for that position than Brahim is, and I don't think that's a crazy statement to be making. Right? Rodrigo had an unbelievable game. Like, on the left, this man's different gravy. He literally is different gravy on the left, right? There's nothing more to say about him. He's on the left. We see what he can do, right? He is one of the. I've said this before. We have the 3 best left wingers in the world, and it's not even a debate, right? It's not even close. But yeah. Modric, fine wine, nothing really to say. But yeah, let's move on to this half, right? There's a few players from Brest I want to talk about that I was really impressed with. This man, a joke, however you want to say his name, he's good, right? His ability to play in here, playing those 1-2s, he was dangerous, right? He even scored the goal that was offside, but he is dangerous when it comes to these 1-2s, right? Balde, I saw him, he was on the left and he moved to the right, I believe, which I didn't understand. Kenny Lala, I really enjoyed him. I thought he played a really good game. Obviously the loss doesn't really show it, but I think he did play a really good game. Kamara, I thought, played a really good game as well. Very solid player. And Pereira Lag, this guy, if we're looking to sign left back, an attacking one at least, he's a great option. I know we'll probably never go for him, but he's special. His overlapping runs over Balde, and I believe his free kicks. I don't know who's off free kicks. It was either him. Oh, sorry. It was either him on free kicks or Magnetti. Whoever it was took a crazy free kick from here at the beginning of the game. I think it was Pereira Lag. If it was him, we need to sign this man, right? We need to sign this man because he is amazing. He is so good, man. Wow. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the video here. There's a few things I want to talk about, though. I am starting a new TikTok account called Kit Vault. I will paste the logo right here. So Kit Vault. So this is the new TikTok account that I've made, and it's basically for a while now I've been collecting football kits, and it's a passion of mine, sort of, but I collect a lot of kits. So I think having a platform where I can showcase it and kind of link it back to Buzz Madrid, because I have a lot of Madrid shirts, of course, is, a way to, grow my community more. I want to grow this community. I want to, I'm trying to build something here. I want to grow it. And I think if, this is something that interests you, go follow. I mean, I'll be posting my first video in a couple of days. So, let's really try to build the following. The @ is literally just at kitvault_06. That's the @ please go follow. I won't be making an Instagram for it. It's just purely a TikTok thing, because I kind of want to break into TikTok a bit, and I feel, Kitvault, I can promote Buzz Madrid and Kitvault at the same time, then it works for me. But also, I don't only want to do football kits. I have a lot of memorabilia from games, from newspapers. I have balls, posters, framed pictures, shoes. I want to kind of build on that and just showcase it to people. I think it's a fun way to grow an audience, a fun way for me at least. So if you're any interested, please go follow Kit Vault on TikTok. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Sorry for the lateness, of course, but hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow Buzz Madrid on TikTok, Instagram, and of course X now. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the Espanyol game.